Here's what happened at the MXGP of QATAR, the qualifying. Calvin Valandren had a problem with his bike at the start as the two KTMs of Jonas and Prado thought they'd stole the whole shot, but it was Samuele Bernardini on the TM who beat them both to it and led for the next couple of laps. Behind them, the two Suzukis of Jeremy Seewer and Hunter Lawrence were well placed, so too was the blue Yamaha of Benoit Paturel in fourth, as Alvin Osland tried to go around the outside. Eventually though, Bernardini's time at the front was done as Jonas got better drive coming out of turn 2, and by the time he reached turn 3, he'd passed the Italian and pushed him into second position. Benoit Paturel was next to go through. Had to work a little bit harder than Jonas, but eventually he made the pass stick on the exit of this turn, got himself into second and went after the number 41 in a battle for the lead. Behind them was Prado and Jeremy Seewer. That battle continued between Prado, Seewer and Lawrence. The two Suzukis giving chase to the Red Bull KTM. Seewer dived down the inside to get himself into fourth on lap 4 and then went after Samuele Bernardini. He made this pass 2 laps later to get himself into third. By then, Jonas and Paturel were just too far ahead. Jorge Prado then found his way past Samuele Bernardini as he charged his way into fourth. Hunter Lawrence was the next rider to go through. So too, Julian Lieber. Julian Lieber made that pass to go through into 6th as Bernardini eventually faded down to 21st position by the time the checkered flag fell. Paul Jonas though started to make a break for it as Paturel settled in second and Jeremy Seewer looked comfortable in third. And then in the closing stages, the number 6 Khmer Yamaha rider thought he'd managed to close in, but in the end, Jonas held on. Paturel was second, Seewer, Prado and Lawrence, your top 5.
Yeah, I know that I got a really good start, and yeah, I was first laps. I was a little bit battling with Bernardini, and then yeah, I made the pass and just rode easy race. You know, I just tried to not make any mistakes. You know, I still rode tight, not what I like, but you know, we will improve for tomorrow hopefully. And yeah, I just want to thank to all my team, you know, PG41 and yeah, everyone who helped me, KTM Red Bull Factory Racing team. They just did a great job, and it's been a long time off, you know, and it's nice to be back in the GPs.
A great start to the season then for Jonas, winning the first qualifying race of the season. He will go to the line on pole for the main race on Saturday. In the MXGP qualifying race, Antonio Cairoli thought he'd stole the foxhole shot over on the left-hand side, but Tim Geiser, the defending champion, swept around the outside on his HRC machine. Behind him, Gauthier Paulin was in third. The two Yamahas of Romain Febvre and Arnaud Tonus were right there as well in fourth and fifth as Bobachev tried to split those two guys as they headed down towards turn 3. There was a little bit of jostling for position as well. Lamar de Sal made a slight mistake, and another rider who didn't make a great start, Jeffrey Hurling's there, number 84 for Red Bull KTM, started 13, eventually faded down to 16th with that hand injury. Eventually his teammate Glenn Koldenoff found his way through on his charge back to 13th. With Geiser leading and Cairoli in second. The battle for fourth was on between Evgeny Bobachev, Team HRC on the 777 red Honda, and the 461 former champion Romain Febvre as they battled over that fourth position. A battle that would actually go pretty much the entire moto. Behind Jeremy Van Hoorbeek was number 4 Arnaud Tonus and Max Ansting. Those two battling over 7th place for much of the race. Max Nagel, number 12 on the Rockstar Energy Husqvarna, was having a slightly difficult time. Made a mistake coming out of one of the corners, and Clément de Sal was through, number 25 on his Monster Energy Kawasaki. That pass put the Belgian into 9th place. A lap later, it was the turn of de Sal's teammate, 911, Jordi Tixier. He made this pass on Nagel to get himself into 10th, and that's where he would stay. Nagel would end the race in 11th. Tony Cairoli, at one point in the second half of the race, was around 4 seconds or so adrift of Tim Geiser. And we thought that the race was pretty much done. And behind them, the battle between Paulin, Bobryshev and Fevre started to heat up as well. The three riders concertinaed together until Fevre made this mistake, pushing too hard, got bounced out of the rut, high-sided and went down to 7th place. Jeremy Van Horbik and Onno Tonus both went through. But in the final lap, Tony Cairoli whittled that gap from 4 seconds right the way down to the rear wheel of Tim Geiser. He jumped short on the landing, but Geiser had control going into the final turn. It was Geiser who took the checkered flag ahead of Cairoli and Gauthier Paulin.
Yeah, actually I have pretty good start. I take a whole shot or a second, I don't know. And then I found some good lines, really started enjoying on the track, but then on the end, fever got me. I was like so weak, but anyway, really happy with qualification race and really looking forward for tomorrow.
Good luck for the race, thank you.
Tim Geiser adds a qualifying race win to the 2 victories he picked up last year and goes to the line first ahead of Cairoli, Paulin, Bobryshev, Van Horbik and the rest.